The Rise and Fall of Ancient Rome. Introduction. Ancient Rome is one of the most exciting civilizations in history, known for its large empire, its wealthy culture, and significant influence on the face of the present world. Knowing this will provide informative insights into the power and governance dynamics and societal development that happened in Rome. This detailed discussion follows how Rome was founded, reached unparalleled power, the height of its empire, and ultimately, its decline and fall. The rise of Rome, founding myth and early kings. Romulus and Remus are shrouded in myth at the start of Rome. Legend says that under an ancient oak tree on Palatine Hill, they were discovered as twins and raised by a she-wolf. His killing of Remus allowed him to stand as the first king of Rome in 753 BC. This foundation myth has been essential for the themes of conflict and destiny running through Roman history. A succession of kings ruled Rome during the Roman kingdom. This period set the course for Rome's growth and, in fact, the future development of fundamental religious and social institutions. The last king, Tarquin the Proud, was deposed in 509 BC, and the Roman Republic was founded. The Roman Republic. The change from monarchy to republic is the first significant turning point. The Roman Republic was a highly sophisticated political system with systems of checks and balances. Significant institutions included the Senate, which was made up of Rome's leading citizens, and popular assemblies representing the ordinary citizenry. Rome won its ascendancy to the Republic through its battle victories. By the end of the 3rd century BC, Rome had conquered most of Italy. The Punic Wars against Carthage, 264 to 146 BC, were incredibly decisive. They showed Rome's military force and strategic wisdom before finally destroying Carthage. Rome became the master of the Western Mediterranean area. Social and cultural development. Roman society was stratified and segmented according to clear roles for patricians, nobles, and plebeians, commoners. Roman polytheistic religion was an integral part of daily life and the state. Cultural achievements included advancements in literature, law, and architecture. The construction of roads, aqueducts, and public buildings displayed Rome's engineering capability and supported the growth and coherence of the city. The apex of Roman power. The Punic Wars. The 3 Punic Wars were some of the most important wars in which Rome was involved. In the First Wars, which lasted from 264 to 241 BC, the strength of Rome's naval forces was proven. During the Second War, between 218 and 201 BC, Hannibal crossed the Alps and won the Battle of Cannae. However, with the eventual hard work from the Romans, Hannibal was defeated and Carthage was conquered. The Third War, 149 to 146 BC, closed with the destruction of Carthage and left Rome supreme in the Mediterranean. Julius Caesar and the end of the Republic. The coming of Julius Caesar marked the destruction of the Roman Republic. A capable general and shrewd politician, Caesar added greatly to Rome's already vast territories by his conquest of Gaul in the Gallic Wars. In 49 BC, he crossed the Rubicon, a puny stream forming Italy's boundary with Cisalpine Gaul, to launch a civil war that would decisively establish his dictatorship. These were also counted to be needed reforms, such as the Julian calendar and some reorganization of the government. Still, the elements that were concerned were all about the power that Caesar was building. This led in 44 BC to his assassination by a group of senators, including Brutus, and another civil war. The Roman Empire. Caesar's death brought about the ascendancy of his grandnephew and adopted son Octavian, subsequently Augustus. In 27 BC, Augustus founded the Roman Empire when he became its first emperor. His rule marked the start of Pax Romana, under which this part of the world remained peaceful and prosperous for more than 200 years. The empire grew more extensive, and under emperors such as Trajan and Hadrian, it reached its prime. They secured and protected all those large territories. Fall of Rome. Internal factors. There were several internal factors in the fall of Rome. Frequent changes of rulers and civil wars had brought political instability to the state. Corruption and incompetence characterized the administration. Economic woes consisted of several heavy taxation, fallback on slavery, and devaluation of coinage that eventually caused inflation. The army that was once Rome's strength weakened due to over-reliance and overextension on mercenaries. External threats against Rome grew by the day from different barbaric tribes and invaders. Of particular menace were the Huns under the feared Attila, though they never sowed their conquest wild oats in Rome. Other peoples, such as the Visigoths headed by Alaric, who sacked Rome in 410 AD, and the Vandals, who performed the same act in 455 AD, made waste of Rome. These actions showed the empire's vulnerability and drained the resources it had borrowed. The division of the empire. In 285 AD, Emperor Diocletian split the empire into the Eastern and Western Roman empires for more accessible governance, and the setup became permanent in 395 AD. Although the Eastern Empire, to be later known as the Byzantine Empire, survived and even thrived for several centuries after, the Western Empire did not. The traditional date for the fall of the Western Roman Empire is 476 AD, in which the last emperor, Romulus Augustus, was deposed by the Germanic chieftain Odoacer. Legacy of ancient Rome, cultural and architectural impact. The cultural and architectural legacy bequeathed to us by the Romans is gargantuan. Roman architecture fostered the development of the arch, the vault, and concrete, which characterized many subsequent styles. Iconic buildings can still be seen in the Colosseum and the aqueducts that show off Rome's extraordinary engineering achievements. Roman law provided the base for most of the legal systems today, recognizing concepts such as justice and equality before the law. Language and literature. The official language of Rome, Latin, originated from the Romance family of languages: Italian, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Romanian. Latin also continues to influence several branches of science, medicine, and law. Roman literature, featuring figures such as Virgil, Ovid, and Cicero, has played a part in shaping the culture and intellectual legacy of the Western world. Historical lessons. The history of Rome teaches us timeless lessons on political power, leadership, and societal change. While the rise of Rome exemplifies the importance of strategic governance and military might, its eventual fall teaches about internal decay and external pressures. It is these insights that remain relevant for the understanding of contemporary global dynamics and the challenges that modern states confront. Conclusion. The history of ancient Rome, from its legendary founding to its ultimate decline, testifies to the complexities of human civilization. Rome's spectacular rise, in terms of extraordinary achievements in both governance and the military and culture, gave way to the stage that established the vast empire, which transformed the ancient world. On the contrary, it fell because of internal weaknesses and external invasions, which serves to underline that even the strongest of empires is not permanent. The imprint of Rome today continues to affect modern society and offers lessons and inspirations across centuries.